For those of you who are planning to be flipping and in some case building in the North Texas area, I wanted to share with you my calculations for the best 90 zip codes in which you are to flip or to build. Now, building is slightly different, but definitely to flip in the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas. Let's start. In this table, we have the zip codes, and I sorted the zip codes by the months of inventory. Months of inventory means absorption rate. Absorption rate is super important when you're deciding where to flip because you don't want your flip, once it's ready, to be competing with 80 similar flips. Because in that case, in order to compete, you either need to have a cheaper price for the same quality, a better quality for very similar price, or you need to have something very, very special in order to win buyers. When there are fewer inventory, fewer months of inventory in a zip code, and when there are fewer competitors to compete with, your flip sells faster. It has more chance to have multiple offers and go above asking price. And your overall experience with buyers requesting repairs, concessions toward their closing costs, concessions toward buy down the buy down of their interest rate are less likely to be as prevalent as they are in zip codes with very large inventory. Okay, so let's take a look. We have our zip codes, cities, county in which they're located, listed. How many homes were listed for sale, unsold, in that zip code at the time of collection? And the time of collection was actually at the beginning of May of 2025. How many homes sold in the last 30 days for that zip code? Then we take the number of homes listed divided by the number of homes sold, and we receive months of inventory or absorption rate. On top of that, we're collecting data on days on market. How many days on average does it take to sell a house? And then we're also looking at the median price. So the way that I would read this table is that, for example, zip code 76015 is an extremely good zip code to flip in, because for every 15 buyers who are willing to buy a house in that area, we only have 13 homes, so the buyers have to compete for homes, and that creates a situation where multiple offers on home are most likely to occur. The homes sell very quickly because as soon as the home becomes available, buyers jump on it. The holding time is less, the closing time is faster. The buyers are less picky because if they decide that they need too many repairs and they exit out of your option, then they have to go back on the market, look for another home. Overall, sellers in this zip code, so 7 in the following zip codes, have the easiest time selling their flips. The easiest zip codes are 76015, 76002, which is Arlington, 76021, which is Bedford, 76051, which is Grapevine, and 76019, which is Coppell. So those are the top 5. So the top 5 zip codes are these. Let's just go ahead and highlight them so you guys could see them easily. So this is what we will consider gold zip code. Just to this. So this way we can see them easier. Gold zip codes right here. These zip codes 76016, which is Arlington, 76249, which is Keller, 75237, which is Dallas, 76054, which is Hertz, and 75026, which is Dallas. Those are also excellent zip codes because they look at their days on market and look at the months of inventory. These homes will be easy peasy to sell once you're ready to sell. But now watch the inventory, watch the days on market, because in some of them, as you can see, for example, in this Arlington one, even though we have 39 closings with 54 homes available for sale, days on market are over a month and a half. I would be just mindful of the 49 days 49 days on a market type of a deal, because that just indicates me that even the sales are robust. You might have to wait a little bit longer to sell, and I'm not sure that I like it. So if I have another zip code in which I can invest my money, where I can sell in, let's just say, 9 days or 49 days, I might put my money there. So the one that are good months of inventory, so there is a good turnover. The turnover is fast, or the turnover is good, but the days on market. So even though it's a solid turnover, it's a slow solid turnover. Or Justin. So Justin has 1.55 months of inventory and 40 days on the market on average. And 76016 Arlington, it has 1.42 months of inventory, but almost 50 days on the market. So just be mindful of that. So the best like 12 zip codes are these ones. And then anything here that you see, so how do you read my table? If it's in dark blue are the best colors. So the dark blue color zip codes are the best. We'll just highlight them here like this. So you can see my best of the bestest of the best colors. We'll call them gold right here. Or did gold in? Okay. And then the ones that are light blue are still good. They have 3 to 4 months of inventory, but do be careful with the days on market and try to pick the ones. So when you're deciding which zip code to invest in, kind of consider these two numbers. You want the months of inventory to be below three months if possible, and you want days on market to be below 30 days if possible. So if these combinations of blue and blue are the best as far as selecting the zip codes. In case you're wondering how you obtain this handy dandy graph of zip codes, I have it as a PDF. So go ahead and reach out to me. Let me know where you want me to send this graph, or this, I'm sorry, not this graph, but this table, and I will be glad to share it. Now, this table is good for the months of May. For the months of June, I'm going to create an updated table that will be filled with more current numbers for the months of June. Also, just very briefly, I wanted to mention that as far as the best 90 zip codes for the DFW area, Dallas County seems to be the leader. They have, out of 90 zip codes, they're leading with 49 zip codes belonging to Dallas County. Tarrant County is in the second place with 27 zip codes. Denton County is in the third place with 11 zip codes. Collin County is in the fourth place with 5 zip codes. So you can see that it's very like funnel-like. The Dallas is the pyramid at the base, and then Tarrant, then Denton, and then Collin. So it's interesting to me that everybody wants to be in Collin County, like supposed to be the gold standard of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but in reality, Collin County doesn't have that great of a months of inventory. So if you search, like if you sort this by Collin County, you will find that most of their zip codes are good, like they're 3 to 5 months of inventory, but they're not the best. The best are still Dallas and Tarrant. They are definitely the leader of the Dallas-Fort Worth area in terms of strong strong buyer behavior. That's all I have for today right now. If you need more information on cities or zip codes, so this is only like 7 or 8 counties. This is definitely not all the counties. So for example, there is no Navarre County in this table. There are no Henderson County or a few other counties that some people need. And also this is information for resale properties. I'm going to have a separate video on new construction homes. So for those of you who are doing new construction, please wait for my next video and I'll try to put a link to it once it's ready. But even if you're building among in those zip codes, just be aware that these numbers are for existing home sales, but they do show the buyer behavior and they do show the tendencies for that zip code. That's all I have today to say about new construction. Let's wait for the next video on new construction for me to say more, because I definitely have much more to say about how to predict where to build new construction. But that's it for now. If you, again, if you need a copy of this table, just a drop me an SMS message 469-371-4961. The easiest way to get in touch with me is by text. Try not to leave me voice messages, because I get like 150 voice messages per day. But yes, either email me. My email will be in the information in the description below, or text me, and I will be glad to accommodate. I have another video coming up, so I have two more videos coming up. One video will be best zip code to bring new construction in, and a second video is going to be best zip codes for landlords. Where can you expect the highest cash flow? If you are watching this video and you're wondering where to find the cash flow in the new construction videos and you do not see them on my channel for some reason, just text me or email me and I will be glad to send you that data. Thank you so much. My name is Elena Garrett, and I'm a realtor in the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas. I'm exceptionally data-driven. I love playing with data. I love gathering data. So if you have questions about how to gather data, about specific areas where you want to build or to flip or to rent, just let me know. Data is what I enjoy playing with, and I'll be happy to help you to collect and analyze your data. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you at the next video.